A new exhibition opens today at Contemporary Craft in Lawrenceville, and it addresses environmental concerns. It's called Climate Awakening, Crafting a Sustainable Future. And we have two of the exhibiting artists here with us today. We have Susie Ganch and Adrien Segal. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks.
This is really cool. So tell us a little bit about this exhibition. This is something you both wanted to be part of and something that's been in the works. So can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to go first?
Sure. We were both invited to the show. The curators at the gallery wanted, they selected a few artists that work in a variety of different media and have kind of different approaches to how they're dealing with and approaching climate as an issue. And so they invited us and we both agreed to come.
Yeah, and there's a variety of works across different material and media specificity, which is also really interesting, and everyone's sort of tackling their ideas in a different approach.
And so both of you, have you worked kind of in this environment before, no pun intended, but working with this kind of theme, is this something that you're passionate about?
Yeah, I mean, as an easy answer, totally. You know, exploring different waste stream materials, different solutions, different ideas to how to be an artist in the 21st century, really.
Yeah. And how about for you?
Yeah, I look a lot at natural patterns in the landscape and long-term changes that have happened. So sometimes I incorporate scientific data and research, sometimes I partner with scientists, and then the other side of that is partnering with different artists. So for this specific site, specific Pittsburgh project, I partnered with two local artisans. One's a glassblower named Julian Maderino, and the other one is a basket weaver named Dan Brockett. And we all came together and collaborated on some new work that we literally just made in the last 2 weeks.
And is this your work? Is this what we're seeing?
That's some of my work from another series. And then this is some of the mussels that I collected up outside of Warren with the U.S. Forest Service just about 2.5 weeks ago. So that informed the glass work that we made.
And I asked you about this site-specific. You're not from the Pittsburgh area?
Mm-mm.
So you felt it very important to kind of explore, to be able to create something that was tied to this area. So what did you do outside of going and collecting some items?
Yeah, well, I really ended up focusing on the Allegheny River and the water quality issues in the Allegheny River just as a constraint and a thing to start to explore. And that's what brought me up to collecting mussels and learning about how water quality issues are really causing a mass extinction in freshwater mussel populations. So I learned a whole lot about that and tried to incorporate it into the work as a way to kind of talk about those issues, but through the medium of art to make it accessible in a new format and to just kind of connect people across disciplines.
And Susie, I'd like to talk to you about your work and how you created your project.
Yeah, so I have 4 different projects that went into this exhibition, and most of my work involves collecting waste stream materials. I put calls out on Instagram, so I will put a shout out to my community and say, hey, I'm collecting used coffee lids, for instance, or old faux pearl beads or plastic bags, and people send me things from across the country. And so this piece, for instance, is made out of used coffee lids, and it depicts the currents of the Gulf of Mexico, and it was made as a memorial for Hurricane Katrina. So things like that I am utilizing the material and also the collective habits of consumption that we are all participating in.
Why do you both think it's so important to use art as an expression for something that we are all starting to really feel the effects of now?
I mean, I truly believe that everyone can participate in positive change in the world, and so I think that artists naturally are reflecting back what they're seeing in the world and in culture, and so it makes perfect sense that many artists are talking about things that are happening in the world, including climate change, and putting their voice to the conversation.
What about for you, Adrien?
Yeah, Kurt Vonnegut has a great quote that artists are like the canary in the coal mine because we're so sensitive to our environments, and I think that that's true, that we sort of are in tune with what's happening, and I think that that inspires work and really just draws people attention towards something that they might not expect to see in a creative practice or in a physical object. Yeah.
Well, how's your time been in Pittsburgh since you guys have been here?
Awesome.
Great.
What a cool city.
It's
Really,
awesome.
such
Really
a
love it.
fantastic city, and the people are so friendly. it's been a really great time, actually.
Well, we're so lucky to have both of you here, and we're going to tell you more about Contemporary Craft. It is hosting an opening reception today at 5:30, so in just a little bit, at their location on Butler Street. They will also have a series of related public programming, including monthly guided tours of the exhibition and a climate forum that's happening next month. We're going to have all of this information on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. We'll be right back after.